All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I had to get myself situated. Guys, lots going on in my world. Lots going on in my life, and trying hard to keep everything under wraps. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Sorry, no vids this week. I'm going to do my best this week coming to get some videos out, but this will try to get you ready for the week, what I'm going to about go through. So welcome to the channel. It's Sunday Night Charts, guys. Good to see y'all. Hey, Virginia, what's up? Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Hey, 83 Madden, hey, buddy, how are you? Ron and Juan. And Ernest of Gaia. Welcome, my good friend. I can't say your name any other way but with a snotty accent, Ernest of Gaia. Followed by Alex the Great. What's up, buddy? And then I got a fever. I got a fever for crypto fever. Hey, Jay. Jeff, what's up? And Blancoine. What's up? Hey, Donald, good to see you guys. I've said hi to everybody. Said hi to me. Hope y'all are doing okay. We're gonna jump right into the charts, guys. I am an Elliott Wave trader. If this is the first time you've hit my channel, welcome. I'm an Elliott Wave trader. What that means really is we look at the market through a lens of 5s and 3s, and we see how the market moves in swings of 5s and swings of 3s. We put those together using a theory that this guy named Elliott came up with back in the early 1900s, and we get a sense for where the price might be going in the wave structure. We actually read wave structure. So there's something to it, guys. There's definitely something to it. I wouldn't be a complete skeptic. You should always be skeptical. I'm as skeptical as I can be about anything. However, with that said, you shouldn't be a complete skeptic where you just throw Elliott Wave out the door. There's benefit in its study. And that's what I spend my time talking about on YouTube, the YouTubes. So anyway, Joseph, did I see? I didn't see. Hey, Joseph, what's up, man? I love you, bro. Don't. I said hi to the people that said hi to me. Did I miss you? Did I miss you, man? I don't think so. No. But now I'm saying hi. What's up, Kareem? There's Christina Flores. You know, Christina, you asked for Spanish subtitles, and I've forgotten to do that. I'm going to work on that this week. So anyway. All right. Well, anyway, with all that said, guys, let's jump into the market. I'm not a financial advisor. Didn't train to be that. I'm not certified to be that. I'm not licensed to be that. I'm a guy. I'm just a guy in my sunroom, and my sunroom is destroyed. We're remodeling our house. We're taking trips. I just got back from Virginia. My stepmother is in her last days of life, guys, and went to see Dad. So heavy time for our family, and my father especially, and my stepbrothers and their family as well. It's a little heavier for them. So anyway, just want to let you guys know what's been going on and why I've not had many videos out. So with that said, all right, let's jump in to the market. Okay? I'm going to give you my take on things, and it was just an idea there. Karimi. Mr. Karimi, just an idea. All right, let's zoom out, then we'll zoom in, and we'll go as fast as we can with the ideas. All right, good 65 of you here, 25 likes, doesn't add up. Smash them likes, guys, or hit them gently, whichever way you want. That's fine with me. You'd be surprised, guys. That stuff really, really does help YouTubers, and you got to keep those. You got to keep those. Dopamine and that endorphins, those likes coming my way, so I'll keep putting videos out. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we have no real reason to do these videos and spend this time. Trust me. All right. With that said, let's really jump in. Hey, Kat, what are you saying, buddy? All right, ABC, looking at this as an ABC. Now, we've considered as a possibility that ABC is done. That is a wild card. That ABC is finished, done, kaput. It's done. It finished right here. It's a running triangle. I do not count. Now, one of the things you have to do as an Elliott wave trader in this market is sometimes you have to suspend your technicalities with Elliott wave. Sometimes you got to be willing to say that, yeah, that could be wave 1, even though it looks like 3 clear waves. It looks like 3 all day long. But you might say, yeah, it could be a wave 1, and that's a wave 2. All right? So sometimes you got to say that because that's what happens. You get trashy waves off the beginning. And it's what I call they are what they are waves. It is what it is. So anyway, so yeah, it could be done. I'm leaning less to this count here lately because of this wave structure here. This is awful big, guys. This wave structure is awful big for this wave. So the proportionality, we're starting to lose proportionality. Okay, so if we're going to call this a wave 4, now here's a problem. Here's a problem with this being a wave 4. Now, I was looking at this like 1, 2, 3, 4, and was looking for 5, but we didn't get 5 down. What we got is we got 3 down, what appears to be 3. I could call it 5. Then we got this push back up that looked like we were heading back to the upside for my triangle count. And now we got this move. So we got a lot of deception on the chart right now, and we're losing the proportionality I was expecting to see for a 4th wave. Now, I know some of you are going to want to say, hey, Jim, it's clear as day. We got a triangle working. Right, Kimosabi? That's what you want to say. That's what you want to say. You got a triangle working. And there's a possibility right there. This is a triangle in the works. Now, if that's a triangle, if triangles come in only key places in the market, they come in wave 4, they come in wave B, I think that's B, A, B, yeah, B, okay, and they come in wave X. They come in wave X. Generally speaking, that's where triangles come. So, for this to be a wave 4, that triangle would be too big, and I don't like it. I pretty much will not call this a wave 4 triangle. However, I am willing to call this maybe a wave B. And this becomes an A, B, C of some kind. We actually go back to our 5-wave count here, maybe finishing the 5th wave of some kind. And then we got an ABC like this. This is a horrible count. It takes us down below 20K, guys. It gets us down to 20K pretty easy. Don't like that count. That's a long way out before we see that finish if this triangle develops, okay? But the problem I have with it is the proportionality. If this is a triangle, I'm not looking at that as a 4th wave. I'm looking at it as a B wave, okay? Okay, now what else could it be? What else could be happening here? Well, this count for 4th wave could be in play. Let me show you how we can look at it this way. We can look at this wave like so, where this is actually an ABC. Now, we got to talk about it because a lot of you aren't going to like this and you're going to balk at this if you're Elliott wave guys. So let me tell you how we can actually call this an ABC running flat. And an ABC running flat, this is a running flat, and it would be labeled a 3, 3, 5. Okay, now that's problematic for a lot of people. That's problematic for a lot of people to call that a running flat. But if it's the case, let's just suspend disbelief for just a minute. If it's the case, looks like we're getting a 1 wave to the downside, looking like we're going to get a wave 2 back to the upside. Okay, then we'll get 3, 4, and 5. What that's going to do is allow that ABC to be the fourth wave, and we get a fifth wave to the downside to get down to our targets around 25K, which is what we've been watching for quite a while. All right, and I think that's where the world's been watching as well. So about about anywhere from 30K to 24, 25, even down to 20K. I know some people even have lower counts than that. Now, there's lots of implications from an Elliott wave on the macro scale for that count, which I'm not ready to go into tonight. I don't want to be forever tonight. I want to get involved in the micro count here shortly. But I want to give you some context here before we jump in. Now, how can we call this a 335? Well, let's talk about how we can call this a 335 flat. Okay. One argument against it is that it didn't quite make 90%. It almost came 90%, I believe, or did it make 90%? Or make 90% on the button. Yeah, it didn't quite. It's like so close to 90%. So we're going to allow it. We're going to say, that's okay. We're going to let that slide. Okay? So that's something we're going to have to suspend in our disbelief there, the 90% retrace of the B wave. Secondly, you're going to have to look at this wave as 3, which that's pretty easy. And I've been looking at this wave as 3, but there's an argument to be made, guys, that this wave is actually a 5-wave move right there. That's an argument to be made. Same wave structure you'll see on Ethereum as well. There's an argument to be made there, whether that's the case or not. I don't know. But there's a 5-wave move there or a 3-wave move there. In order for there to be the flat that I'm talking about, it needs to be 3 waves. Okay, so that's a 3, and then a 3, and then we're looking for 5. You say, how in the world, Jim, can you get 5 waves out of this wave? How can you get 5 waves out of that? That's just silly, and that's preposterous. Obviously, it's 3 waves, right? And the answer is, we have. Does anybody know the answer to this conundrum? Who knows the answer? Okay, who knows the answer? How can you call this a 5-wave move? What structure would we have to see and identify in this wave in order to call that 5 waves? Anybody? Anybody out there? If you're in my Discord and you know the answer, don't answer. But if you're not in the Discord and you're still learning and you know the answer, you get a chance to answer. Anybody know that? I know there's a time lag between us of 30 seconds to a minute. So I'm going to sit and relax. I'm going to chill. Look at your comments here. Who knows what that would be if that's 5 waves? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? I see some answers coming in, and it is an ugly 5 waves, there's no doubt about it. But this could be, it's not an ending diag, so ending diag is incorrect. And a 1-2-1-2 is also incorrect. Expanding wedge is incorrect. In order for you to count this as a 5-wave impulse wave, in order for you to get 5 waves out of that, you've got to call it an extended 5th wave. An isosceles triangle. I love it. I love it. You got to call it an extended 5th. Let me show you how to count the wave. Okay, so what you do to count this as 5 waves is you would go 1, 2. This is 3. There's 4. Okay, and now you have 5. This is called an extended 5th. And if you study extended 5th waves, which is an Elliott structure that we call it an extension in the 5th wave, okay, then they look like this, and they often appear to be 3-wave-ish. It's definitely a trash wave. There's no doubt about it. It's meant to be that. But that could be, if you want to call it 5 waves, you could. You could. And if that's the case, then here's the deal, guys. You got the extended 5th wave. This could be a running flat. 3, 3, And there's your 5 for your C. Your ABC is done. It is finished. It is kaput. That is 3 waves and a correction. That's finished. And now what we're getting is an impulse, and that's exactly what we're getting, a reversal back down to the downside. We're getting an impulse back down. This would be probably, in this count, wave 1 of the 5th wave. We're looking for wave 2, okay? Looking for wave 2. And then we'd be continuing down with wave 3. So if you want to short it, you wait for wave 2 to play. 3-wave pullback, 50 to 60% of wave 1, something like that. And then you're looking to go down to the abyss, short the rest of the way. 1-2-1-2 would not be correct because the way this came back as an impulse wave, this is not 3 waves, it is 5 waves. And so 1-2-1-2 is pretty much all but invalid. It's all but invalid anymore. A 1-2-1-2 to the upside. Though I've not completely washed it off my list, because one of the things I know about this market is that the market could go on up like this and just basically tell me, Jim, you're going to have to suffer. You're going to have to basically handle that and say that's 3 waves, whether you like it or not. That's 3 waves. Now, this looks like an impulse all day long, guys, with an ending diag working. That looks like an impulse wave all day long. It's pointed down. It's pointed down. Okay? All right. So we've got a couple of counts in play here. We've got number 1 count that I present. Oh, let me go back to the 4-hour. There we go. That the idea that I just presented is that this is an A, B, C. It is finished. I have shown you how we can get 5 waves in that C wave, even though it looks all day long like it's a 3-wave move. Okay, it's 5 waves. All right, I mean, we could call it 5 waves. It may be 3 waves, and we'll talk about the implications of it being 3 waves in just a minute. So all we're doing right now, guys, is we're trying to identify 5s and 3s, right? We're trying to identify, is that 5, is it 3? If it's 5, then how do we put that together with the other waves and develop a larger structure where price might be going? Okay, that's what we're doing. That's all we're doing here. Okay, now I don't know the answers to these questions, so what we have to do, because the market is so deceptive right now, because there's so much... the waves are so challenging right now, back to back impulses and things of that nature. We really have to be smart about how we put these things together. Okay, Frank, it's about finished. When you see 5 waves done to the downside, you know it's about finished. So it's close. It's close. I'm kind of looking for a diagonal in this last wave on the small wave. So the question Frank asks is, what's the target of the first impulse to the downside? Well, I mean, it's going to bounce around this structure zone, around support resistance. Okay, there's a higher time frame order block right here that it's going to react off of, most likely. Okay. Absolutely, Kareem. Only when the divergence is created by the structure I'm expecting. Okay. So what do you mean by that? So Kareem's question is, do I always look for RSI divergence to confirm a completing wave? And the answer is, for the most part, yes. Okay, but this is where it gets tricky. All right, and this is where I do a lot of teaching in the Discord. Okay, and during the lives, especially in this reading of the RSI. And I'm not going to divulge all my secrets of the RSI here. Now, you're going to have to come in the Discord to get some of it, okay? But I will basically say there's a certain a way of looking at the different time frames and the RSI on the different time frames to kind of figure out where you are in the wave. Okay, so with that said, divergence, yes, but if divergence is created by the 3 and the 5. So in other words, if this is an impulse wave, yes, I'm expecting divergence on an impulse wave between the 3rd and the 5th wave. I'm expecting divergence. I'm expecting the wave to diverge. I'm expecting RSI to be divergent from price. Okay, that's what you expect in a wave like this. Okay, so yes. However, in an ABC or a WXY finishing a correction or something like that, you may be getting a different type of divergence. And so we not only look for divergence, but we're looking for the certain type of divergence depending on the wave that we're in and what we're expecting as far as the wave that we're in. If you want to become part of the Discord, great question. All you got to do is go to my link in my description. There's a link to patreon.com/JimOfAllTrades. That is you just join become my Patreon supporter. I get an email when you join, and I send you an email back to the email that you joined Patreon with, and with a link to the Discord, and you come in. And there are 3 different tier levels depending on the type of instruction that you want to receive when you come in. So there's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. You can read all about that. So yeah, just become a Patreon supporter and you can come on into the Discord. The lowest level, educational and 2 daily live streams is $40 a month. Okay, and that's 2 daily live streams, morning and night. They're recorded for you, so you can watch them anytime. I have and all my training sessions and all my trading course is available for you to watch. Anytime you want it. They're all uploaded to YouTube in a private list, so you'll be able to watch them in subtitles as well. All right. There you go. So, anyway, with that said, looking for this thing to finish here, guys. Looking for this thing to finish. It looks pretty close. It's looking pretty close to being done. This could be an ending diag. Yeah, Joseph, that's right. When you put a Discord link in there, a lot of times your email system will mark it, because it's such a weird link, it'll mark it as spam for some reason. Though it is not. All right, so I'm looking at this as a potential 5th wave here. Just an idea. As an ending diag, get us down here to this level. Now, let's go back. I got lots of questions coming in. I'm going to ignore the questions for a little while, guys, so I can get some information out to you fast, okay? Here we go. Y'all ready to rock? If you're ready to rock and roll, here we go. All right. So if this is an A, B, C, and it's finished, guys, we're looking at an impulse to the downside, and this is going to basically be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for something like that. It's not going to be perfect. Maybe smaller wave 2 that I have drawn there. Could be a bigger wave 3 that I have drawn. Just looking for 5 waves to finish and to be done with the 5th wave. Now, I'm not sure that I like that count, to be honest with you guys. I'm not certain that I like that, but that is on the table. All right, let's talk about the next count that's on the table. 101 of you here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. If you're brand new, smash that subscribe button. You're going to learn a lot about Elliott Wave trading and what it is and what it is not, what the benefits are and what the liabilities are as well. So anyway, welcome here. So let's look at this as a triangle. That's a possibility still on the table, guys, as a triangle. So the way we look at a triangle is we look at A, B, C. We're looking for D, and then E. We're looking for this to go on up here to make the D wave. Make the D. Now the question is, are we going to make that D wave? I don't know if we're going to make that D wave, but we could. We could totally make that D wave, right? So how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, here's the wave structure I'm seeing. There's 3 there. There's 3 there. Now, what this could be right here. Now, this could get even more extended. This could get even more extended to the downside, guys. Totally more extended. And if that's the case, this could keep on coming. This would be an A, B, C flat for a B wave, guys, for a B wave. And so we'd be looking at this as an A. There's a B and then a C. So there's a possibility, guys. That's a possible play by the market, where we have an A, this B gets complex in here, okay? screws everybody up. And then we come up. So there's an idea for you. So what would you be watching for that? Well, you're basically going to watch and see if this wave is going to continue on to the downside. Get to deeper targets, closer to the bottom of this wave. I would like it not to break out of the triangle idea there. So we'll see. So that's one idea. That's one possibility. One possibility. Another possibility here. This is an interesting possibility. Now, this is a 5-wave move right here. We get a 3-wave pullback, and then we get another 5-wave move down like that. So we get a zigzag right here. All right. So remember how we talked about this being a 5-wave move? Potentially. I mean, let's just say it can be counted as 5 waves. You don't like it. It doesn't look good, but we got an extended 5th wave. It is what it is. So if we're going to call this 5 waves, which we can, then we got a 3-wave pullback. And that becomes a 1. This becomes 2 of C. So this becomes your A wave, B down here, and then we're looking for C. Okay, and we'd look for 3, 4, and then 5. So this would be 1, 2. But we'd have to have 3 waves in wave 2. Cannot break this low down here. Okay, so there's another idea for you. And this becomes A, B, and then becomes a more complex, a bigger and larger C wave. And that's the D. That would be the D of the triangle. Zooming back out. See if I can clean this up a little bit. Get that right there. So we basically have A, B, and C. And we'd be looking at C wave as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The C wave gets up here. Gets pretty extended, gets pretty big, but nevertheless still plays. Okay. And that'd be the D wave. A, B, C, D, E. There's an idea for you. Do I know if that's going to play? I have no idea if that's going to play. I'm just looking at the wave structure and what I have. Okay, I've given you the bearish count already. Now I'm giving you an alternate count. This is a wave structure that could play. And what you try to do is you try to get in the mind of the market makers. Where's the liquidity, guys? Where is the liquidity? Well, I mean, obviously there's money for the market makers right down here, isn't there? There's money. There's money there to get. And it was looking pretty obvious that we were heading down in that direction. Pretty obvious. So what they do, they turn up sharply, right? Why not come back and grab the liquidity and the stops for all the people that are short? Why not come and grab their stops first, take their liquidity, and then come down? And a triangle just because is just a big oscillating ranged move. Now, in a triangle, we would never actually get this liquidity, but we'd stay within this range, okay? And eventually, we should break out to the upside, like so. But here's the deal. Here, what you got to understand is this would be a wave 4, if that's the case. That would be a wave 4. This would be a wave 5, which implies big move to the downside afterwards. Big crash coming after triangle. So that's the implication of a triangle. It's the last wave before the last wave. In other words, it's the next to the last wave. It's almost done. There's one more hit to the upside. It might get our last push to the 100K. And once that finishes, once that 100K gets there, or 80, 90K, maybe we don't reach 100K. Everybody's looking for 100K. Maybe we never reach it for some reason, and it just comes crashing down. Boom. Take out the liquidity all up top here that we created over this time period, and then we come back down and take out all this liquidity down here that we created. All right. So there's a triangle idea that's still in play, guys. Still in play. So I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I've shared with you possible ideas for the current wave structure. What I'm seeing, let's just boil it down now to just current trading right now. That's kind of macro look at everything. Let's look at the micro here. Let's just boil it down to what are we trading right now, okay? What are we trading? Well, what it looks like to me is that we have a nice 5-wave move here. I don't know what they're doing down here. Okay, if this is an expanding diagonal or even a contracting diagonal, who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then okay, how are we getting 5? Is it a diagonal? Is this part of is this 4 part of a flat? And now we're getting the 5th wave down. So there could be a flat in here, guys, which I've considered. I haven't talked about it with you guys, but there could be. Yeah, Sean, exactly right, buddy. I kick out people with that kind of. And now, if that's a joke, you got to remind me, Sean, are you the guy? Are you the guy? I think he's the guy. But I kick out people who say that crap. Sorry. I'm just saying that's a good way not to stay. But I think you're the guy that's the troll for fun. Of course it's up or down. I'm not here to make a prediction. I don't know. But I think he's the guy that was playing around with me last time. Got me real mad. You got to stop doing it, buddy. You're not my friend. Yeah, okay. I got you marked. I'm going to put him in timeout. Yeah, good TA, Jim. It could go up or down, right? Yeah, of course it does. Of course it could. I don't know where it's going. I'm just preparing for it, right? I'm preparing for the different wave structures that I'll see, though, if it comes. And that's just really good for everybody to hear. That I don't know, guys. I don't know where the market's going to go. I'm not really here to tell you that. I don't know. Ron's got a bias that he thinks is going down, so he may like the bearish count that I shared. I'm kind of looking more to the triangle count, but with this impulse to the downside, that's kind of hard to do, right? That's kind of hard to do. Hold on to that triangle count. This looks close to being a finished 5-wave move. Okay, looks close. So maybe we get a 3-wave move back up. It doesn't have to get up to 42K, though it could. It could. 42K might be the area, the 618 retrace. Something like that. But yeah, that could be a 1 and that could be a 2, or that could be an A and that could be a B. And that means it could be a 3 or a C. If it's a C, I don't want it to break this low right here. It can't break that low. If it breaks that low, guys, my 1-2 to the upside is invalid. Okay? So pay attention to that, guys. If this goes up and then comes down and breaks this low, my 1-2 to the upside is invalid. Not valid at all. Because wave 2 cannot retrace into the territory of wave 1. Okay? Now, yeah, Ron, definitely the trend is down until it turns. And when you have triangles, and that's why I like the triangle a little bit, it oscillates back and forth. Trend up, trend down, trend up, trend down. So we've had a pretty long trend to the downside that's coming to a head. Seems like we're getting reversal type patterns here off the bottom. But, for another oscillation back up to the upside. So just, Ron, don't get too locked into the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and we're showing signs of end patterns. But, you might be right. We might be heading down to that 20K range, that down. So it's not wrong to have that bias. Just make sure you got a good what do you call it? Good risk management plan. As well as me. If I'm trading, if I'm not necessarily looking long quite yet. I'm actually sitting out right now. I want to see if this wave gets played. Okay, I want to see if this wave never real the real Bertrand never the moon. It's never gonna moon. So this three-wave move right here, I want to see this play. Okay? If that plays, I want to see it finish like I expect it to finish. I want to see the wave count, the wave structure. I want to see all that whole thing looking like I expect it to look when it's done. Okay? That way, I could trade this leg to the downside. That's my next trade, guys, right there. That short. That's the short I want. Oh, the euro. Oh, man. Guys. You're odd. Oh, look at this. Look at the euro against the Aussie dollar. That's just devastating. I just happened to catch that. All right, so there it is, guys. There's my next trade. That's the next setup that I'm watching for. Now, here's the interesting thing, guys. Here's the interesting thing. When I start doing correlation, when I start correlating the charts, and that's the next aspect of the TA I really need to do, is bring correlation into it. What we try to do is look at the different, I look at DOT and XRP and Ethereum and ADA, and I say, okay, what's happening on those charts? And how can I paint a picture of all the charts together, moving generally in the same direction and generally, moving in chorus together, in concert together. And so that's the next piece of what we need to do. So let's do that quick. Excuse me. XRP, this move, that move was, let's just call this a very, very trashy wave right there. Super trash, super trash, super trash. Shoot, this wave in the context was super trash. Having a hard time with XRP lately, guys. It has been a thorn in my side. What is going on with this wave? Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at this. Okay. What you'll notice here, guys, what you'll notice is if I draw this trend line like this, we broke and retested a trend line to the downside. Now that's a bearish look at XRP. Okay. Now I was looking at it kind of bullishly. Yeah, perspective change, and we'll get there. I'm just looking at XRP for now, and then we'll look at ETH. So I got a three-wave move to the downside. This could be 3 or 5, right? We didn't break this low here when we came down. And we came down in 3 and have given what looks to be kind of an impulse off the top with a three-wave pullback. So this is my difficulty here. I go back and forth on XRP. Because this looks very three-wave-ish, guys, right there. It looks very three-wave-ish. This looks like an impulse. Okay? If that's an impulse, I'm looking for 3 waves to the downside. 3 waves. Once that 3 waves is complete to the downside, I'm looking for more upside to go. I've been pretty bullish on XRP for a bit, but man, the price action is not helping in any way, shape, or form there. So they could just take this out and keep this rocking to the downside, and this becomes a big 1-2, 1-2. Okay, and you just have to suck it up because this is an impulse wave. Okay, that is an impulse wave, and sometimes we have to suck it up. And we just like, it is what it is. It's an impulse wave, but it's in the place of a corrective wave. In other words, it's an impulse wave acting like a corrective wave. You say, well, it could be part of a flat. Well, that's an awful ugly flat. But I'm much more inclined to see this. Something like that. However, so that kind of move correlates then with the idea of a triangle in Bitcoin. Okay, that idea correlates with the triangle in Bitcoin. Three. Another count to the downside here. We can go W, a W wave, X wave. This is a running flat. It's ugly as sin. And now we're going Y. That's real bearish, guys. Real bearish. I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible, guys. I'm seeing up or down, right? So my small time frame wave structure saying, guys, that's an impulse. That's an impulse there. Looking for 3 back and continuation. That's an impulse all day long. That's a 3-way pullback all day long. So my bias is to the upside, but ignoring the smaller time frame wave structure, I got a larger time frame wave structure that says, maybe down. But even there's evidence here that we could be going up here on the RSI. Okay. So I'm conflicted. I don't like XRP, thorn in my side. We're going to move on from XRP. Let's look at Ethereum. Whew. Okay, so what's Ethereum? What's going on with Ethereum? Well, I've got a clear 3 waves right there. That's clear as day. That's a 3-wave count. All right, fine. So what happened after that? Well, is this perspective changer? What do you have that as, 5 or 3? I got that as 3. But I could totally see it, how someone would count it as 5 waves. I just don't like the proportionality of wave 1, 2, and the between the 2 and the 4. I don't like it. So, and I don't think the 3 is long enough. But nevertheless, that could be a 5-wave move. But I like it more as a 3. So I'm kind of looking at that. ABC. Now, what am I expecting here? Well, I mean, A, B, C. So I'm looking for this maybe as a WXY. W, X, and then Y. But in order to get that, I've got 5 waves here. 3-wave pullback, 5 waves. That gives you a 3-wave move back. And then a move to the upside. And that gives you a WXY in the grand scheme of things. And then maybe more down. Who knows? Now, to be honest with you, I like... Excuse me. Ooh, I'm yawning like crazy. I like this as an ABC. I like that as an ABC. I do. And I like it finished. But we could have some kind of ending structure being made right here. This is ugly as sin. I'll tell you what. Sin's pretty ugly too. I still like that. I do. But this wave structure, guys, super sketch. Super trash. So guys, we might be in a, we've got bear counts, we've got bullish counts. I would be mindful of the bullish counts. Be careful. Trend is down for now, but man, these waves here, they're challenging. They're definitely challenging the downward trend. These this is looking 5 wave-ish, but this 5th wave doesn't look done. Let me see the strike. I want to look at BTC on the small time frame here. See what this is. Looks like a flat with an, is that an ending diag? Or does that fall off the cliff? Just watching price action right now. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Yeah, this could turn into something a lot bigger. It kind of looks like a wedge right now, but it looks more like a 1, 2. This could be a big 3, 4, 5 like that. So let's see what this does, this ending wave. But man, this is looking like a close to finish. This impulse kind of looks like a flat right in here with an ending diag. RSI is pretty over. Sold. Got divergence we look for. there's no way to know for certain, Ron. It's got signs that it could be done, but you want to wait till you see an engulfing candle out of this. You know, you want to kind of wait till you see a 5-wave move with a 3-wave pullback, right? That's ultimately the sign you're done. When you got a finished 5-wave count, and then you get you get a move out. You get a move out of this range, right? But what we're looking for is 3 waves to the upside. So really, best thing to do is just stay out. Stay out of this area. Let this play out. Let whatever it's going to do play out. You don't need to trade this wave, okay? This is what I've been talking about Discord about. This isn't the real wave. This isn't the trade here, okay? If this is going to go to the upside, I mean, this is a 5-wave move, okay? That would imply a 3-wave correction, and then it's going to have another move to the downside. So there's going to be a correction. I don't know how big it's going to be, right? It could be rather small, like that. It might be fast and furious. It might be slow and methodical. There's all kinds of things that can happen here, right? But there's going to be some kind of a 3-wave correction, and then another move to the downside, whether that's a wave 3 or whether that's a wave C, okay? So this is looking done. This is a wave that you really don't need to trade. This is the better wave to trade because this could keep going down, or this could get you a C wave to the downside, which is a nice big move, okay? So anyway, what I would do is sit out, hold your money, be smart, let this thing play. Let that just kind of go, okay? You don't care about that. You don't need to trade that. You don't need to lose your money in these corrections, okay? There's no sense in all that. You'll get shaken out in here, okay? So let this thing play if it's going to play, and then look for the short, okay? Because that's what the chart's saying right now, okay? That's what the chart's saying. Why is it saying that? Because this is 5 waves to the downside. It's 5 waves. Now, whether that 5 waves is finished, hard to tell. Hard to tell. They could extend this 5th wave. Remember, we see extended 5th waves, right? In fact, they could extend this thing down here. They could, and one of our counts says they will extend it down here. Okay, so that's why you sit out. That's why you don't worry about it. Either you're short right in here, trading with this wave, but I don't like to trade the 5th wave a lot because the 5th wave is where shenanigans happens. But guys, listen, they could totally extend this wave to the downside, and this becomes a part of an ABC that gets swallowed up by a move to the upside. Okay. So this wave could be done, could get a 3-wave move to the upside and a continuation move, or this could come down. Okay, this could come down, and then we got to move back to the upside. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but these are the options. And so the trades are either long it from down here, if the market gives it to you, or let it reverse and show you it's reversing and trade the pullback. Okay, and yeah, that means you got to be patient for all that to play out. Are you patient enough to let that play out? Okay, if that's going to happen. Fine, that's the trade, or you let this play out. So you either let this play out, or you let this play out. Either one, and there's the real trade right there, or this one right there. Those are the trades. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much what's at stake right now, okay? I've already given the macro look. There's the micro look. I know that's a lot going on in there. I don't know. I'm ready for whatever happens here. I'm ready to take a trade. But right now, I'm sitting on the sidelines watching. Why? Because all this is noise here, guys. All this is noise. Everything that's happening is noise, right? The real trade is going to come when we get a 3-way pullback and a continuation, or we get the finished move down to the downside that finishes this as a 5-wave move. We'll get a correction or a bigger move back to the upside after that. So anyway, but until then, I'm on the sidelines, guys. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to wait for the setup to play. Do not feel like you got to trade all this crap. You don't have to. Ticker EU50. Yeah, sure. Crazy, man. Crazy. This thing is prone to dump really deep. Look at that. Landon, there ain't nothing here from Elliot, dude. There ain't nothing I'm going to help you with. Who knows, whenever this is finished, whenever that's finished, you get a bounce, right? Question is, when is that thing done? Dang, that's scary. Hey, Zandro, thanks for that comment. Appreciate it, man. My pleasure. Come on in, man. The Discord's cheap, man. Come on in. It's a great community. Love to have you. Love to add you in there. Just go to Patreon and become a supporter, and we'll get you in the Discord. Ryan, that's a good question about the housing market. I'm looking to sell my house before it crumbles. Yeah, it's crazy, man. USD JPY. I can take a peek at it. Oh, man, I can see so many wave structures from this trash right here. I have no idea, Chemo. Have no idea. We're going to Michigan tomorrow to scout out, see if the Lord would have us go there. We'll see. Lord's got somewhere for us. We'll live in my camper. Maybe I've been building. So maybe something like this for JPY, but I can also see this here before it goes up and then down. I could see this kind of consolidation on the 2-day chart there. Definitely trending to the upside. It's a trashy chart. I'd stay away from trading it personally. There's no clear trend. A lot of bearish divergence here. This is finishing up. So this is going to work its way up here to the 117, maybe the top of this thing. I see a move down coming. USD JPY. Ron, all right. Las Vegas. So, yeah, I don't know when it's going to come. I draw that trend line right there. Watch for the break, retest, and then go. I haven't looked at silver in a minute.
You did that on your own. No! Quit. Why? It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good for now. Or it looks like a three-way move with another hit to the low coming.
I didn't do that. That was you. Oh, you buddy. You disgusting ad.
All right, guys. Listen, I've got a lot to do tonight. There's my... That is my analysis. It's a real deceptive market right now. Lots of difficult waves. Not simple trading, guys. Which means you should probably sit out for a while. Again, I've already shared the ideas of what to be looking for as far as trading is concerned. This may be coming down deeper. Watch for a move to the upside, or watch for a pullback here. And another wave to the downside that may or may not break that low. There's some options there. So I'm going to do my best to give you a wave update every day this week, guys, just to be nice to you. But if you want regular updates twice a day, come on the Discord. It's worth $40 investment to protect whatever you got, to see where the waves are headed daily, just to get a sense. Even if you're not a day trader, you can get a sense for where, you know, if you're a buyer, if you're a spot trader or whatever, you're trying to protect, know when to sell on macro moves and know when to buy on macro moves. You know, it's a good place to be. You can get the analysis you need. Okay, I know several of my people have been around a long time. They use my analysis on a regular basis to help them with their macro spot trading. Okay, doesn't mean they take all the trades we talk about every day. Just they watch the analysis on a regular basis. It's worth it. So come on in. You should come on in, definitely. With that said, guys, we're going to call it a night. I'm pretty tired. I got to get ready for a trip to Michigan tomorrow. We're driving out tomorrow. So anyway, we'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Hope y'all have a great night. I'll try to get an update to you once a week at least. Once, just kind of looking at the waves, seeing what they're looking like, just as a special gift in this difficult market. But you should come on in. We'll see you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye, guys.